You know, in California, before legalization, our GDP was $30 billion in cannabis. Now, the numbers that they're reporting are $5 billion. LA lost over 20,000 jobs to legalization. Now, leave it to California politicians to figure out how legalization means more prohibition without criminality. But if we're talking about securing our position as America, the leading dominating force in cannabis globally, we have to make sure that our politicians stay out of the way. We don't have another California. We don't have another Oregon, another Colorado, another New York, God forbid. And you hit it on the head right there, Jason. And that's really what I wanted to segue in, and what Roger was talking about in his article that he wrote about the need for deschedulizing it, because if it's deschedulized, there's no regulation. We want no regulation on the cannabis.
Well, there would still be some regulation, but the problem is that any form of rescheduling would put us directly in the hands of oversight under the FDA, and the FDA regulates everything by the molecule, not by the actual substance. And so, therefore, every single product that is on a shelf in a dispensary in any state across the entire country would be deemed an illicit product with any form of rescheduling, because the FDA currently holds drug preclusion on THC for Marinol and CBD for Epidiolex. And therefore, you also have the Food, Drugs, and Cosmetic Act, and therefore every single product on the shelf would be deemed an illicit product if there was any form of rescheduling done from anywhere from 2 to any other number that you want to imagine.
Wow. Roger, you want to comment on that?
Yeah, I totally agree with Jason. He's absolutely right. I think, in all honesty, there's a lot to criticize and a lot to praise, but there's also a lot to criticize in the Trump presidency. Matt Gaetz and I argued exactly what Jason is saying with the president in the closing days of that administration. He had a unique opportunity where, by the stroke of a pen, he could have descheduled this entirely. Didn't need the Congress. I mean, Barack Obama had both houses. Theoretically, he should have done it, could have done it, didn't do it. The idea, by the way, that and this was the obstacle that we reached. People said, "Oh well, the evangelicals won't approve." Look, I polled the most conservative voters in the country. Cannabis is an idea whose time has come.